Good afternoon. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to graph absolute value equation. When you graph absolute value equation, you will have a V graph, okay? A V graph. Remember, when you graph a linear equation, you will have a straight line. But when you graph an absolute value equation, the graph you can have is a V graph, okay? So this is how we graph absolute value equation. You can use a table of values to graph an absolute value equation, and also you can use a vertex form to graph absolute value equation. Today I'm going to teach you both. I'm going to teach you how to use a table, and I'm going to teach you also how to use a vertex form to graph absolute value equation, okay? You will see using the vertex form is easier than using a table of values, but I encourage you using table of values, but I'm going to teach you the quick way, which is the vertex form, okay? So let's graph the parent function first. Parent function, you don't have no number, okay? You don't have any number right here and any no number, so that's a parent function. I'm going to show you how to graph parent function by using table of values, okay? So let's do that. We have y equal absolute value of x, okay? So that's the parent function. We're going to use a table to show you quick how to graph it. After that, the other function, I'm going to just use vertex, okay, to show you, okay? So let's make a table, okay? Make a table of values. X, y. We can use -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So, remember I teach you what is absolute value. Look at y. So, I brought -2. So, remember absolute value of any number is going to be positive, okay? So, you will have absolute value of -2 will give you +2. So just write +2 right here, okay? So -1, you will do the same thing. So absolute value of -1 will equal 1. So it's 1 right here. 0. Absolute value of 0 will be 0. So absolute value of 1 will be 1, okay? Absolute value of 2 will be 2. So 2. We get all the points, okay? All the points we need. Now I will show you the graph, okay? Remember, when you graph absolute value equation, the only graph you can have is a V graph, okay? You will see what is a V graph, okay? That's x, that's y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember negative numbers also. So this x is y. Okay, let's place the point. -2, 2. -2 and 2 right here. Let's place the point. -1, 1. -1, 1. -1, 1. Okay. 0, 0. That's the center. Okay. 0, 0 at the center. Okay. 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1. Right here. Okay. 2, 2. 2, 2. Right here. Right here. Okay. So we get all the points. We already see what we're gonna have. Okay. Let's do that. So What do you see? That's a V graph, okay? That's a V graph, a really V graph. So any absolute value equation you graph, you're supposed to have a V graph. That's the parent function graph. Because the graph is positive, that's why we have the graph open up, okay? The graph open up because the absolute value is all positive, okay? Alright, I'm going to show you, so to graph this one which is negative absolute value, I'm going to show you in the same coordinate. I'm going to show you, okay? So let me show you. Show you. So I'm going to show you. Boom, I put the negative side. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to plot negative 2 right here. Y equal negative 2. So you see that absolute value of negative 2 is going to be negative 2. So, because you have another negative sign right here, it's going to be positive 2. Okay? So, now let's see. Absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2. Okay? Positive 2. And we have a negative sign that's going to be negative 2. Negative 2. Okay? Let's do that for negative 1. Negative 1. So absolute value of negative 1 is 1. So we'll have negative 1. See that? Absolute value of negative 1 is 1. As we already have a negative sign right here, it becomes negative 1. So 0 is nothing, just 0. Boom. 1. So 1. Absolute value of 1 is 1. So because we have a negative sign, that's going to be negative 1. Negative 1. 2. Absolute value of 2 is 2. Because we have a negative sign right here, it's going to be negative 2. Okay. We have all points. So let's graph it. We're going to graph in the same coordinate to show you what's going to happen. Negative 2, negative 2. Look up. Negative 2, negative 2 right here. Right here. Negative 2, negative 2. Negative 1, negative 1. Right here. Negative 1. 0, 0. Right here. 1, negative 1. 1, negative 1. Right here. Right here. 1, negative 1. 2, negative 2. 2, negative 2. Right here. Yes, this is our graph. Okay, let's graph it. Sure, that's a very nice picture. Okay, this one is when the graph is positive. Okay, that one when the graph is negative. Okay, so for the function which is the negative sign of the absolute value, okay, that's upside down. Positive sign is up and up. Okay, very nice. That you can use table to graph any absolute value equation. You can use a table. So I'm going to show you for other functions. You don't need table. Okay, you don't need table. I'm going to show you just using the vertex form to graph all of them. Okay, very nice. I'll give you a test about how to use the table of values to graph absolute value equation. You see the nice graph I have, okay? So let us So you learn how to graph absolute value equation with the vertex, and you learn with the using a table of values. Okay, you learn how to graph absolute value equation by using a table of values. Okay, I think you understand it very nice, and I show you two graphs so you can use table of values to graph absolute value equation. Okay, I believe you can see that by visiting my website, or you can just type Nugas Math, then you will see all videos. Okay, thank you so much.